The weekdays can be pretty hectic, especially if you're like me who used to set 5 alarms 3.5 minutes apart, so it feels like you keep getting to go back to sleep.
Stop. Okay, Google, stop.
At that point, a hot and fresh breakfast that's going to keep you satisfied for the rest of the morning is out of the question, and you're forever stuck in the hell that is overnight oats. I have a solution to this problem, and it's one word: bagels.
Boom. We got a carton of eggs. Just kidding, we're going to need 14 because I'm making an entire week's worth at once. 14 divided by 7 is 2, you get the deal. Use the rest to make your grandma a cake for once, you leech. Anyway, whip it real good, and normally this is egg, salt and pepper, and a little hot sauce if you're a spicy sando fanatic like myself. But do yourself a favor and spray your pan, okay? Please. This is a perfecto momento to use any vegetable that is teetering on the edge of you throwing them out, which is exactly what I did here. I swear, just throw anything in there, it will work. We're going to cook these for about 15 minutes at 350 degrees. The next step is as simple as it looks. Lay down your bacon, turkey bacon, mushroom bacon, I don't care, and put it in the oven until crispy at 350 degrees. It's been 15 minutes and the egg looked just set, and I'll check by shaking the pan and cross-checking by poking it with whatever stick I have lying around. Your bacon should be trailing the eggs a little, and you simply transfer to paper towels to drain. If you're team extra crispy, a 5-minute pre-toast is in order. I should have just named this video abusing my sheet trays for 5 minutes straight, because now we top one or both sides with a stack of cheddar, and no, I'm not talking about
United States dollars.
we put it in for 350 degrees. This is good, right? No changes in temperature. Like the video if you've ever gotten finessed by a recipe to wait for a 25-degree oven temperature change. Now all that's left is to separate your eggs from your pan and then cut them into the squares roughly the same size as your bagel. I ended up with about 16 slices.
Classics are a classic for a reason, and I eat this almost every day in college, back when I had to go somewhere other than my bedroom. Imagine doing that.
Anyway, I don't really have to explain how to finish this, but you can go 2 stacks of egg squares, and depending on how you cut it, you'll probably have extras, so load up 3 of those bad boys on the rest. Next, 2 slices of bacon and top it up. That ain't a bad looking breakfast to pull it on the ready. Mix it up further by adding different meat patties, add sauces like barbecue or crema to the top bun, or bagel flavors if you require variety. I am not a pro burger fast food worker, so I wrap it just by pinching the sides and tucking it under. Seal them in gallon bags and your future self will be so thankful.
Hey Jared, I'm so busy throwing the bird on my commute that it gets cold by the time I can eat it. This still doesn't work for me. I got you. I know it's divisive, but if you couldn't guess, we're making egg salad.
So turn the heat up to quickly bring it to a simmer, and you'll need an ice bath to cool down the eggs afterwards. To keep it closer to a soft-boiled range, it's going to be unpleasantly rubbery if you hard-boil the crap out of it. Once simmering, turn on the heat and keep it there for 10 minutes flat. Transfer it over to the ice bath and let it cool completely, about 15 minutes if you care about your fingers. While that cools, I'll quickly prep the rest of the salad components. Celery and onion for a nice fresh crunch, and any diced onion works here, as well as herbs like dill, parsley, basil, or tarragon. The Dijon and lemon juice will do a great job cutting through the creaminess from the mayo and the egg yolk. Peeling eggs has long been a deterrent to anyone thinking of making this, myself included, sitting there picking at the shell like pigeons around a park bench. No more of that. Secure a lid on the bath and shake it up for about 30 seconds. The shells get all loosey-goosey and your patience never has to get tested. So to cut them, just kidding. Use your hands, you damn sissy boy.
A little irregularity in the texture does hit different.
You should be left with smaller yolk crumbs and larger egg white pieces. Grab your bowl from earlier and dump everything in to combine in holy matrimony, and fold it in to avoid mashing up the additives, and if it ain't chunky, you ain't doing it right.
Egg whites don't freeze well, so you're going to keep them refrigerated, and I would stick at a maximum of 5 if you're going to eat them every day.
I'll give you some easy inspo for this. I use lettuce and tomato. I would generally stick with cold toppings, as that's kind of the whole point here. The recipe quantity is for 2 to 3 sandwiches. What you see here is 2 eggs, so use that for reference. I had some extra bacon left, so why not? For 30 minutes of minimal effort and unlimited quantity potential, this is an underdog. It is also the only sandwich I make where radishes improve the experience, which just has to mean something, right?
Listen, Jared, I'm still like 7 years old and the only thing I eat is chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Well, I thought you'd never ask.
There's absolutely no shame in pizza for breakfast, and there isn't always the cold slice waiting in the box from last night. Homemade or jarred sauce doesn't make a huge difference in this application, so go for convenience. What does is mozzarella, which you can haphazardly pile on top of both sides. I had some leftover chicken and pineapple, so feel free to be mad. Breakfast sausage or chorizo would be a very cheeky play here as well. Put it in the oven at 350 degrees until melted, and then under the broiler for 1 minute for that beautiful top.
Now every morning you can still be a child at heart while still #adulting.
In America, we slap an egg on anything, and it's breakfast. And traditionally, these are open-faced, but for an experience that's usually gate-kept by calzones, a sandwich for double the fun in every bite. You work hard. You deserve this.
I probably could do a million different options for bagel sandwiches. Just try me. The next time you pass a McDanks or a Wawa on the way to work and you look over at the quickly ticking clock in your car and then over at the cold fruit-flavored oat slop in your bag and you finally break, I'll be here with open arms and a mountain of bomb sandwiches.